Yo, what's up? It's your boy Nastic Groovev, and you're now watching the Analogue Culture.
Yo, what's up, good people? Salvador here, and you're tuned into the Analog Culture.
Tanko. Sure, gents.
Voila.
Are you good?
How's it? I can't complain, man.
All right. I can't say welcome to Cape Town because you literally live here for most of your gigs.
Nah, man.
Yeah.
I'm just a visitor.
Yeah. You guys having a good December?
Yeah, I have it.
Man, it's been good.
It's been good.
Yeah.
So that means come January, we're good.
Yeah.
We're going on
Switching
holiday.
off my phone.
Gents, welcome to Analog Culture, guys. The show was basically designed to try and get to know our deep house producers, our artists, our singers, right across South Africa. In actual fact, the idea is to know everybody across the globe on a personal level, on a personal note. How you make music, how it gets to where it needs to get done. So this is why the show ultimately exists. Is I felt Uti, I cannot just listen to your music and not know who you are. So I literally want to know people. Starting with you, Nastic, can you tell us where you from?
Man, I'm from Limpopo, Such Town. Shout out. Yeah, man. I just relocated recently to Pretoria, but my hometown is Sushio, Limpopo.
Okay, dope.
Yeah.
Salvador?
Okay. Salvador from the east of Johannesburg.
East Rand.
Yeah, East Rand.
Kogai.
Kokatleho. They call it the K1, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Twala, shout out, guys, yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm actually right next to you.
Really?
Davidton.
Oh, good Davidton.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my original hometown.
Yeah.
So, gents, how did you get here? How did you get to Nastic Groove, Salvador?
I have this story. I don't usually tell it to people, but I used to go by the name Big Soul.
Big Soul.
Yeah, Big Soul.
Okay.
I think that's when I started knowing how to use FL Studio, because I learned it from a friend back at home. We were just for us it was just like a video game for us to play and just make drums and that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So I think I picked it up from there. Then, man, I don't wanna lie. It's music.
It's music.
It's music, man. It's been a long time trying to learn all the things music related. But I think as time goes by, the vision became bigger than just doing music.
Okay. So Shoko must have been nice, eh?
Now I've got great producers.
And you, Salvador?
It started 2012. 2012. It started 2012.
Oh, started the same year.
Yeah, it started 2012. And I also used to go by the name Fisto the Soul.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, how I learned music, go to internet cafe. So I'd go to an internet cafe. I didn't have a PC back then.
Yeah.
Go to an internet cafe, have my USB, install FL Studio. I was like, I just want to make music.
Yeah.
Even if it takes me 10 years or many years, I'm going to learn this and I'm going to be good at it.
Yeah.
So my journey since 2012 until 2015, 16, that's when I decided to change my name to Salvador.
Yeah.
And my music changed from there. And I wouldn't say that it was easy. Having to rebrand, to start all over, to get people to listen to your story. It's a challenge that was there, but what I would say, we are here. I'm here, so I'm glad where I am currently. Yeah.
That's dope. I'm sure those internet cafes used to charge you an arm and a leg for it.
I'm just thinking now, like, you probably spend a lot of money.
A lot
there.
of money.
Yeah.
You go to such lengths for something that
For what you love.
For what you love, yeah.
High school level, did you guys expect to be where you are now? Like, while you were sitting, let me start here. What were you listening to at high school?
Yo, man, I was listening to Deep House, and I think some of my teachers will vouch for it because of they saw it coming. I was like that DJ at high school, just quiet and introvert. Whenever there's functions, I'm there.
You play.
Yeah, man. So yeah, man, I think I loved it from that time, and I've never stopped.
Yeah. You also played at high school?
Yeah, I was always a DJ while I was at high school.
Okay.
Yeah, and I used to listen to I listened to everything that sounds great, but I used to listen to deep house, soulful, tribal.
Yeah.
Yeah, tribal before there was like Afro house.
Yeah.
Like I used to listen to a lot of tribal.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And then what did you go by at school?
it was Fist of the Soul.
Fist of the Soul.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was Big Soul before I started releasing music.
Okay.
But I wanted to register the name, and I just found out that there was actually a DJ
By the name
called
Big
Big Soul. Because I went to try to search on the internet to find who's Big Soul.
Yeah.
And I saw like a couple of flyers from House 22.
Yeah.
And Big Soul was featured on the lineup. I was like, okay,
Let me change.
yeah, let me take my time and not rushing into a new name.
Yeah. So, high school, you're already listening to Deep House and you're playing Deep House at events, right? And you decide, okay, we're going to take this music thing full on. What's the first track you remember that you produced?
I had a friend close by, the one who introduced me to FL Studio.
Yeah.
He was more experienced to it than I am, so I was that one who was willing to learn. So we just did beats, man. Kept on doing beats, and then he actually registered his own label. He was like, "Yo, man, let's try this and see how far it can go." So we just did. I think my first release was a 3-track EP in 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when he started doing his own thing. Then I decided to join him, like, you know, man, let's see. Because it was me, Albayo, Forza Squid. Yo, man.
Go.
I can mention the list.
Yeah, I can hear
Yeah.
the list is heavy, eh?
Yeah.
The list is heavy. If you're talking El Bio, his first album that came out on Stay True, I think I heard like 2 tracks of it, and I bought the album. I was like, this is something, something refreshing and new. Let's buy the whole thing and just listen to it.
And back then we weren't even doing like the sound that we're doing now.
Yeah.
You see, but yeah, I think my first project, I felt so great about it, but I think we didn't study enough when it comes to the marketing side and everything.
True.
So for me, it was just me being, I just dropped.
Yeah.
Guys,
yeah.
I'm doing music now. I'm an artist. Yeah.
Yeah. I know it happens a lot to people that first release, they
man.
just release the music and you assume it will do great on its own.
Just want your name out there.
Yeah.
And what was your first track?
First track, I think I released it was 2013. It was actually an EP,
Yeah.
3-track EP, titled A Zulu Rebel.
Okay.
So I released it under DNH Records, owned by
that's
Nicola.
dope,
Yeah.
Yes, I started there. I think then after that I've been doing like remixes, like Afro remixes for Toshi, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, because I used to push a lot of Afro back then until now. I'm busy with deep house.
You're versatile.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I just do music.
Just to be curious, is your forte literally deep house, or can you dabble in all the other spaces?
Yeah, I can dabble in all other spaces.
All right. What I can tell you is I've listened to some of Nastic's tracks, and I've always told the guys from Candid Being Records, the British particularly, that your music is more soulful than it is just plain deep house.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of elements of soul that literally would turn your music into soul tracks. So if we were to look for your tracks, we'd find them under soulful and track songs.
Nah, man, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah.
Because I've been telling, I think it's Tim or TAB.
Yeah.
Like, when I make music, I don't go to the room and say, hey, I'm gonna do deep house.
Yeah.
I just make music because I've made some Afrobeats, piano. I did an R&B track for someone.
Nice. Who?
It's coming. It's coming.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So I think I'm at a point where I don't want to limit myself to one genre because of the ideas that I have in my mind. They don't allow me to stick to one genre.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to see the spaces that I can try to put my music on.
Yeah. You're flexing right now.
Nah, man.
No, it's
Nah, man.
it's a good thing to flex, man. When you got talent, I think a lot of you guys don't flex it enough, and it doesn't get out there. Okay, this guy does the A, B, C, and D because you're very reserved in what you do.
Yeah.
But again, deep house tends to be music for reserved people in a sense. But I think for it to push and get out there, it does require you to come out and say, I'm literally a skilled producer and this is what I can do. You know? How did you get to release with record labels? Like, how was that journey for you of saying, okay, now I've been doing music for such an amount of time and I'm going to go and give it to Stay True, I'm going to go and give it to Candid Beings. And what do your contracts look like in that aspect?
After my first release, we did push, but not like as much as we would hope, because the guy that I was working with, Marcus, he was going by the name Marcus. He had to like have a 9 to 5 because he was older than me.
Okay.
So with that, I had to put myself around producers, like other producers to work with. After working with, his label was Blue Bass Records.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I went to work with Harmonic and Concord Sounds, which was run by Mutiwa Africa.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I met up with the guys because we're all in the same hood, man.
Yeah.
Met up with the guys. We pushed. I think I dropped another EP in 2016. My Rhythm, Your Grooves. Yeah. I think from there, man, I learned a lot because of there was also a guy in the crew. Like he would do research in terms of contracts, music, how to like put the sounds properly, how to mix, how to master, and how to actually get our music out there and gigs.
Yeah.
So for me, it was an experience where like I felt like I'm actually having a direction with this thing and I'm gonna move forward with it.
Yeah. Salvador?
Getting to release my music with record labels, well, as an artist, I think it helped me because there's labels where I've been rejected before.
Yeah.
And for me, bad critic, I take it the same as good critic.
Yeah.
So after releasing with DNH, there's a label that I did with friends of mine, Sapura Cortez and Latik.
Okay.
Yeah, it was called Radiohead. So we've been releasing music from our label, having our friends to release their like your likes of Hyperphonic, you know.
Okay.
And after that, I felt like my sound was limited.
Okay.
It was limited because now my music wasn't out there. So I was like, I need a change of strategy, whereby I got to release on House Africa, Candid Bean, Stay True, and Ed Jazz recording label. So with labels like that, it actually they put you out there. They've got listeners, they've got following. I think it's one of the best routes that I've taken for me to be where I am right now.
Yeah.
It helped me.
A question that I've been meaning to ask a lot of the artists that I have on the show.
Yeah.
The concept of owning your own masters. Do you guys own your... Let's leave recent projects that you've signed to labels. I also want to ask about the... What is it called? That exploitation period that you get from labels. Let's talk about the original stuff that you released, right? Have you ever gone back to say, your exploitation period is done, can I have my masters back? Or can the music belong to me again now so as I can release independently?
Yeah.
You have? Salvador?
It's in the contract.
I do have, as I'm planning on releasing under my own label.
Yeah.
So I just wanna.
Yeah, I do believe I do believe in independence.
Yeah.
Right. Because I've been asked this question a lot recently. Like, guys, do you own your masters? As we see your music, it's in various labels and stuff.
Yeah.
And I always tell them that I always license my music with labels that I feel that they are able to push my music.
Yeah.
You get it? I don't sign myself as an artist, but I license my music through the record labels.
Yeah.
Because I believe that in South Africa, we do have we have the best music in the world.
Okay.
I like to believe that we have the best music in the world, but it doesn't get to other people's ears.
Yeah.
And for us to do that, we need ways to actually release music where people can actually find our music.
Yeah.
Because sometimes trying it independently takes time.
Yeah, true.
Like we were just saying before we started, like, if you want to do it now, you have to know that you're going to do it now. And in the next maybe 2 years, you are no longer in the industry.
Yeah.
But if you are looking for that longevity in the industry, independence always works, man.
Yeah. A lot of the artists, well, I haven't seen this locally, but I think we do have it as Sony, I'm not sure. They call it a signing bonus. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you guys ever considered taking a signing bonus for your music? You have. Have you taken one yet? We'll exclude the label name, but how much was the signing bonus?
It was 45K.
45K.
Yeah.
And how long of an exploitation period do you need for the label to draw back its 45K?
Probably 2 years.
2 years.
Yeah, if I still remember correctly.
Yeah. Hey, your sales are doing great, Miss.
The thing is, man, like I'm saying, there's still a lot of people in my hood who don't actually know my music or actually know that I'm doing music.
Yeah.
But someone from Asia, someone from Netherlands, Spy Music, he come through to your DM, yo man, love what you're doing.
Yeah.
Just like 2 nights back after the gig at Club Paradise.
Yeah.
I walked out. When we were about to head to the car, this other guy came to me. He was like, yo man, I'm from Namibia, came to Cape Town for the festivities.
Yeah.
And I just saw that you're playing, and you're probably one of my biggest artists on my playlists.
Yeah.
I had to come through, so yeah man,
The listeners will.
The support is bad at home for our music, but internationally it's good.
Yeah. But I also think one thing that makes a lot of music trend and be well known is the support behind it, right? So if you've got Sony, if you've got a label like Sony behind you, your music is definitely going to do great because the distribution platforms and the amount of money they can put into marketing the music is way greater than independent labels. So
that's what I'm saying. Like being independent, it costs a lot, and like what we said, if you wanna do this in a short space of time, you're gonna need funds, you're gonna need resources, and that's what labels have. These big labels, by the way. Sorry.
Salvador, your take on this?
I'd say I'd love to share the same sentiment as Nastic, right? In terms of independence, you know. I think it's easier for an artist for them to be independent if they got the numbers. It's easy. You are able to generate an income. So I've also gotten like signing bonus, but it was for a single song, you know.
How much, Baba? How much?
Hey, what's all the juices?
No, you know why I'm asking these, gents. I know these might be questions that don't go to they're literally like personal, but I think there's a lot of people out there that have no idea of how to ask for a signing bonus or how a signing bonus works, or they've never been offered signing bonuses, because 90% of the time, a lot of artists are not headhunted. Right? There are artists that go to labels and say, "I'm here to submit my music." Now I know what you're and you go say to a Cabo Beach club, like say I want to play here. They're entitled to give you $500 for you asking them to play on their platform, right?
And that's what actually happens.
You know? In actual fact, they're entitled to say, okay, we're not going to pay you. You came to us. So when it comes to the music game now, there's a lot of producers. There's a lot of producers, and a lot of them want their music out there and known. Now, obviously, if we go to record labels and we say, there you go, here's my music, there's no way in which I'm going to offer you a signing bonus. I didn't
because
hunt
you
came to me.
It depends, man. Like, I don't want to lie. It depends, because some labels, man, they do respect other people's music. So if the music is good and they feel it's right for their label, because of nobody's going to release anything that is not good for their label. So I believe that they do get like signing bonuses fee and stuff, but the problem is that I don't think a lot of artists are reading the contracts. I don't think they're reading the contracts.
Back to you, Salvador. How much?
That's $400.
That's good money, though. For
a single song.
That's good money. Going forward now, once you guys have released your music with any label and it's getting distributed, how much money? I don't know how to ask this, because as an artist, as a 9-to-5 person, you would get paid monthly, right? Now, as an artist, that depends on your sales, your streams, and all of that jazz. Like, is it cost effective for existence for you guys living on a day-to-day basis to say, I rely on my music to make me money?
I will say, like, back then it was impossible, but now with social media, man, you can make a living, because firstly you have the product, and that's music. You just have to create a space where people can actually subscribe to your product and get to know you and follow you, and that's that. Facebook is paying for content. Instagram is paying for content. TikTok is paying for content. Twitch is paying for content. YouTube is paying for content. You get it, man. So I think there are different spaces within the industry where, like, you can actually have multiple streams of income.
You also feel the same sentiment?
Yes, you could say so. But I'm saying it's a double-edged sword, right?
Yeah.
For some people that need to have a 9 to 5, depending on what responsibilities do you have.
Yeah.
So it's I'm saying it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Someone would need that 9 to 5 in order for them to get their product out there.
Yeah. So a supplementary income to the artistry.
Yeah.
I have a small time yes or no type of thing on that one. Like if you're going to be an engineer, you are an engineer full on. Every day you wake up and you go do that same job. If you are an artist, every day you're supposed to wake up and do your music, right?
Yeah.
And as much as an engineer requires tools to do job, he also has personnel that literally support his capabilities of engineering. I think an artist also needs to flow in that direction. You're the artist that makes music. You need someone who's going to do your admin, your HR work. You know, do the content, as you say, how your content gets distributed. I think that then builds the product from the artist and pushes it forward. But obviously, you need resources like you need a PC, you need monitors.
And a proper one nowadays.
A workstation.
Exactly. You need a workstation.
Yeah.
You need space where you're going to have your admin people. And also that then costs. But then having to understand the concept of building a business, as soon as you stop becoming the artist. I'll make an example of Makadzi. We were talking about Makadzi earlier on, about the event that she had not so long ago in Limpopo. Beautiful event, was packed, begumnandi, but also the small kinks that you can see with the team that she has either didn't have expertise in certain gaps, or there was something lacking there. It couldn't go full circle. I mean, I think each and every South African can produce a Chris Brown concert.
Yeah.
I think our artists can produce a Chris Brown concert, but Machanko.
I understand. Yeah.
You guys ever consider big festivals like that? And if so, what does it look like for you? If you're going to do a deep house festival of that magnitude?
It's a work in progress for now, because I'm still like, my bookings are mostly in clubs, not outdoors. It's here and there, but most of my gigs are still in clubs and restaurants.
Yeah.
So it's a work in progress where like I would love to one day host a deep house festival in my hometown. Because I've seen it happening by the likes of Doug.
Yeah.
He did the Doug experience. It was nice, man. He introduced, actually opened for Tortured Soul at his event. So yeah, I think, man, it's a great initiative, and I think it just needs time.
Yeah.
Because I think I need to reach a certain space or a level for me to actually host into a stadium or that much big of a space.
Yeah, also would love to, but as you said, with time. Because, you know, there is, I could call it a festival that we have at the East End, January. It's called Addicted to House, hosted by Zidane. So when I go there each and every year, it's packed. It is a movement. It is something that is ongoing. People don't want to miss it. I'd really love to be in that space, you know, creating something whereby it's a culture. People know that, you know, at this certain time of the year, we are having this.
Addicted to House has been on my target list. You and the Italian Experience. They're on my target list. I want to attend both of those events this year. Wait, we're still in 2024. Next week.
In a couple of weeks.
I want to attend those events. Nevinal Camp. I want to also attend the Vinyl Camp next year.
Oh yeah. In Limpopo.
Yeah, they hosted in Limpopo.
Yeah.
Coming back to the idea of hosting events in stadiums, do you guys ever get help from government? Did you get help during COVID?
No, didn't get any help.
Did you apply?
No, actually, got something. I think there was the thing from Valentine. You actually apply, and then I think it was. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking it was only for like artists, DJs, and bartenders.
Yeah.
So you apply, then after they verify you, and then you get something.
Okay.
Because they have to verify that you're an artist.
Yeah. Did you apply for any of
I
them?
didn't apply. It was a very crucial time.
That was before the Christos promo thing. Because we also did the same thing with Valentine during the COVID.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
for DJs.
Yeah.
He did it.
I think there is an untapped gap in the government. The government does have money to fund and support artists in South Africa. But I've never heard a lot of people that sit there and actually come out and say, I've applied to the government and this is what I got. I think Ushimza tends to suffer a lot from being affiliated in the ANC, but literally goes through the application processes like everybody does, and then he gets assistance. And again, I think the professionalism on his end and the people that he asks help from can see this is what he's doing, this is what he's doing, this is what he's doing. And literally the content you're going is everywhere. I think during COVID they shot Gunya or they shot UR, I'm not sure.
Because
It was UR, no? It was UR.
Oh, during COVID.
Yeah, during COVID.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the show.
The one-man show.
No, the like Channel O thing.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Wasn't it UR?
Nah, something house party.
Is it?
Something
lockdown house party.
Yeah, lockdown house party.
Is it?
Yes,
But
yeah, lockdown house party.
He ran a couple of shows during that time, and that's documentation in a sense. I've documented something that I can do. I need support.
And by the way, that was the only like music show in the world to actually play on the television.
At that time.
Any country, they've never played DJs in television. He was the first to do that.
Yeah.
I think it was just an innovative idea that he came up with, and then he pulled it off. And that was that. I think a lot of our artists are not looking at the government being part of their strategic plan. Because obviously you cannot rely on the government all the time. But I think if they were to give you a boost,
man, that will be helpful, man.
yeah, here's 100,000 rand for a new PC that you need and monitors.
Yeah.
And then going forward, then you need to prove what can you do, what have
And
you
imagine
done.
what producers can do with that 100K. Even if it's a voucher, like you get into a shop, you have to buy everything production related, but they can buy everything.
Yeah, but you know what scares me about that? Here's one. Everyone in the world is a DJ. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Everyone loves music in the world. So everyone's a DJ, basically.
I feel like this is the industry where like it's not regulated enough.
So it's easy to walk into.
Yeah.
It's easy. You just walk in and you do your thing and then you become a popular DJ. Now, with that in mind, you need to be able to separate the music lover and the DJ from that. The DJ aspect goes with your business acumens, and then your music lover goes with, I've just bought a new Opus Quad and I'm playing it in my lounge.
Yeah.
Right? That's where we need to be able to section. Because if we can do that, then we can literally pick up all the artists that are putting in hard work. For example, the two of you.
Yeah.
You're putting in all that hard work, but majority of your hard work gets swallowed up by, I also want to be a producer. And then
Also
I
wanna
walk
be a
in.
DJ.
Yeah, I make a track. Maybe I'm a socialite. My track is trending. All the hard work you've put in gets overshadowed by a trend.
True.
Yeah.
A trend just overshadows your work. 12 months down the line, we pick up your work.
Ish.
For that 12 months, you could have been touring. You could have been doing interviews on radio stations. You could have been doing interviews on TV. But because we're looking at TikTok, we missed you, right? But we missed great music for a one-hit wonder. Yeah. It hit. Now I can't produce further. Speaking about Batubako Seshego, is Dakapa from Seshego?
Yeah.
And like, who don't you have in Seshego?
Hey,
who doesn't come from Seshego?
I don't know, man. There's a lot.
What is in Seshego that makes you guys make such good music?
probably something they
I don't know, man. But like, you know, when I was young, I had an uncle who had a saloon at the place. He used the garage for a saloon.
Yeah.
So he used to play like Abo Glenzido, House Avenues, DJ Fresh, House Flavor, Definition of House.
Yeah.
That's why I picked up the music. But the generation that I found in then started like the likes of Dark Capo, Duplex,
yeah,
the guys. Yeah, bro, those guys, they've been following vinyls for
long
times. Yeah. Proem Child, you see, man, like yeah, those guys have been following music. Like there was a place in Seshego where like every Sunday I'll just go there to just to listen to Proem Child and Dakar.
Yeah,
that was way back when Dakar was doing tribal music and stuff.
Yeah. Speaking of Problem Child, Negilugo, is it Kofi?
Yeah, and mid-range. Yeah.
He doesn't use headphones.
Yeah.
He doesn't use headphones, and that is a spectacle to watch. Mm-hmm. Playing vinyls without headphones.
Yeah.
Like, I can understand on CDJs. Yes, the cueing is there in your face.
Yeah.
Everything is there.
Everything is there, but with the vinyl.
If you're going to cue on point on vinyl, that is a skill and a half.
Mm-hmm.
That is, you have to know your music back to front and having to know where are your key points. It's just a wonder to watch when it does this thing.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't think there was ever a person like Proem Child. Anywhere, like in SA. I'm not saying from Seshego only, but man, that guy.
Yeah, it's a skill and a half.
Yeah.
There was one point like when we were all like just growing up and stuff, cause we'll go to his gigs, man, and just stand there and watch him do his own thing.
Yeah.
And we were like, you know what? If it wasn't like Black Coffee being number one, Proem Child would have been number one.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, the best there is.
Now he's working with Tabo Small.
Yeah.
They've become a Black Motion.
Yeah.
They're doing a nice amount of work. Those dudes. Nice amount of work.
I was with them on the 24th. We're playing on the same event.
Yeah.
Ah, man.
Kill.
They turned that place upside down.
So, excuse me. Considering where your careers are right now, what do you foresee for the future? Let me ask this. What are you planning on doing from where you are going forward?
Yeah, I think I'm closely reaching that space where I feel like I'm gonna be independent. But the vision is still there for me to work with people.
Yeah.
So, yo, man, there's a lot of possibilities now since I've met a lot of people. So I believe great things are still coming.
Yeah, I'd say independence. Also helping out upcoming producers, artists, in terms of getting their music to the right ears. I'd also love to do that. I'd love to also give back, because I was also helped as well. So I'd love to help others, and as well as events. I'd also want to have events as well.
Yeah. Cape Town is pretty amazing. It's raining outside and yet it's sunshine. What did you guys do this December that sits as a highlight for you? Event-wise. Which event did you play that sits as a highlight for this December?
I have so many highlights
So
this
many.
year. Yeah, but man, what I've experienced recently, I was actually heading to a shop. I told Slava, I was actually heading to a shop in Shelf Life.
Yeah.
Got there, man, got my things. Then suddenly someone came through, yo, man, Nastic. I was with my brother, I just saw you now. Man, I just want to say, you're doing big things here, man. We see you and we love you. Just keep being yourself, man. I think, yeah, man, he touched me.
Yeah. That would be a very sentimental moment, man.
Yeah.
When you get recognized on the streets by people.
Yeah.
Doesn't it kill you that you don't know your fans by name sometimes?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. Especially in Cape Town, man.
Especially when somebody comes up to you and says something like that, and you realize maybe this guy's following me Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, everywhere,
All those
and I
digital
don't
platforms.
know who you are. And obviously you can't know everybody.
Everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I normally do for people like that? I pull out my own phone, take a picture with them, and post it.
The thing is, with me, mostly they prefer using their own phones. And I always say to them, please tag me on social media so that I can see you.
Yeah.
That okay,
also-
yeah.
So you won't forget the name, you know.
Yeah. Your highlight?
I'd say my highlight was, I think, Mira Beach Club. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I had Nastic to come over. It's a beautiful spot.
Yeah.
A beautiful place. It's here in Milnerton. Yeah, the people there are great.
Yeah, it was actually Winnie's birthday
Yeah, it was
celebration.
Oh,
Yeah, for the Garden Groove, and got to meet a lot of great people here. Yeah, people this side, I'd say they appreciate good music. Yeah, they appreciate good music, and I appreciate them as well.
And I think this side is more about the culture than trends.
Yeah, than the
But
trend.
I'm thinking it's where, like, what I'm trying to say is that maybe it's because of the bookings that I get. It's like Nastic related gigs. Then you get to see the love. That is more than just trends, it's the culture here. People, when they really love your music, they love it, man. They don't actually try to see what's actually trending.
It's about the music, the
Yeah.
culture itself. Cape Town has been known for its ability for art. Let me put it that way, for artists.
To accommodate art.
So literally, when they look at the music, it's about what you make, and I can safely say it doesn't only sit with the deep house concept.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
All the genres of music, it sits like that. When there's an artist that literally we're oozing over, they'll book you based on what you do.
True.
It's not a favor. It's not friend or buddy thing. It's you make this music, and this is what we are in love with right now. Let's pull you in. Yeah, that's Cape Town for you.
yeah, man.
That's a
I'll ask you one for the books, because I do get this one a lot from people that come from Joburg. Do you think Cape Town is a bit racist?
Well, for me, I haven't experienced anything, so I wouldn't say I have experienced it. But I hear people saying it might be.
Yeah.
Have you
Like,
experienced any?
I think I've played in almost every province now. I've never experienced racism in like the music space, but I actually experienced racism from like a certain place.
Okay. Yeah, I can get that.
Yeah, especially in accommodations. Yeah, that's where you. I don't wanna like say it's happening everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But that was the first time I experienced it, and I was like, I don't know how to feel because I've never experienced racism.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like in Pretoria, where I'm staying, like there are white people, there are Indians. My manager is Indian,
Yeah.
by the way, and I do have white friends, and I've never experienced it before with them until the other time I was here. I was like, okay, oh, so this is racism.
Yeah. I get what you mean.
Yeah.
It's good that you haven't experienced it in the workspace. It's outside of the workspace.
Yeah.
Osunlade, I can't remember what year it was. Osunlade came here, was
Oh, Spring Fiesta.
Spring Fiesta.
Yo, I saw that.
And he had a different perspective of South African blacks. Obviously, we've accepted a race segregation, and he didn't appreciate that. That was the most saddest time in my life because they decided we're never going to book Osunlade to South Africa again. Ever since then, I don't think he's been here to do any events. And he releases very nice music, you know.
Yeah.
And he just had his own opinion that he wanted to leash out. He put it on the table, and then he went back. He just got a lot of backlash for that. I've always felt he got backlash because people looked at the situation and thought, yeah, he's right. But obviously, this is the situation, and you're not in agreement with it.
Yeah.
You're gonna give me proper backlash.
Yeah.
But deep down inside, I'm definitely sure people looked at it and was like, maybe we do behave like that, or maybe we do things like that. Yeah. But it's been a sad game. Ed Jazz was in South Africa recently. Did you guys see him?
I missed
Yo,
it.
man, I had gigs and I wanted to see him playing live, man.
Yeah.
I even wanted to attend the masterclass, but I had gigs and they were way far from Joburg.
Yeah. It's always nice to see artists like Ed Jazz, Jimster, Olars. I think they contribute a lot to how our South African artists are known out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of contribution from that. Koningo Magadak, Walk a Mile in My Shoe. Was it dark?
No, V Underground.
Was it Uvi Yamaj?
Yeah, V Underground and Nathan X.
Yeah, Nathan X.
Is it?
Yeah, Walk a Mile. If you can walk a mile,
Yeah, I still love that song.
You will see.
Not everything. Yeah.
That song, it's released in South Africa. I only got to hear it on Deeper Shades of House.
Yeah, me too.
Only to come back and buy the song, right? So a contribution into popularity of South African artists has been great.
Yeah, man.
James has released a bunch of African artists on free range.
Yeah.
Some of them are sitting on vinyl.
Yeah.
Ed Jazz has also released a bunch of people.
Yeah.
You know?
True.
And then you got Kid Funk that just decided, when I Kid Funk and he Candy Beans Records.
Yeah.
Those two labels did this to a lot of artists. And said, there you go, the world is yours. What you do from here on, there's nothing I can say or do.
It's totally up to you.
It's totally up to you. And I think they did a great job with releasing the many artists and putting them out.
Shout out to them, man.
Shout out to those two record labels. I'm sorry if you are another record label and you've done it. I shall talk about you, but right now the ones
Nah, don't worry, I'll mention them later. mention you guys later, don't worry. You're all in the same space, man, and there's no hate.
None whatsoever. Yeah. Have you guys ever played Deeptown Josie?
Yeah.
Well, I heard something about Deeptown Josie bookings. Is it true?
What?
They pay you for two of the things that you ask for, two of the three things that you should be getting as basics. If they're going to move you from Cape Town, you need accommodation, you need a fee, and your hospitality and technical rider, basically.
True.
Apparently, they give two of them. Is that true?
What's what they're doing that to Cape Town people?
I don't know. I heard a story. I'm just trying to find out from people that have played.
I've never experienced that, man.
They've looked after you.
Yeah.
Okay. Who
And
runs,
I've played there twice.
who runs Deeptown Booking?
Yo, I don't know, man. Like, there's a team there.
Yeah.
That decides on how the whole thing works.
Yeah.
I'd love to get one of their people to clear out the rumors. and the
Nah, man, we'll find someone from their team. I'm sure they were willing to come
clear up
through.
things, and speak to the people about how, because it's one of the events I've followed for a longest time.
I just believe that, just like what you were saying, if you approach the people, don't expect much from them, because you are the one trying to use their space to promote yourself.
There we go.
So if you are trying to reach out, don't expect much, because you went there with the purpose of promoting yourself and not getting something in return. You see now. So yeah, I think people just need to sit down and look at it in a different way now, because you can't just go to any club now and say, or maybe like, for example, me going to piano, I'm like, yo man, I wanna play, and the next thing I'm done playing, I'm like,
You're invoicing for 15,000.
I'm the one who volunteered. So yeah, man. And it's not a bad thing to volunteer. That's the problem with a lot of deep house DJs.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with volunteering yourself to play for free. You just need to know how to move, man. Like how to get into a space where when you are in that space, you have to like grasp the audience. Make it your own.
Well, like, what's your strategy? If you're going to
I think a lot of people just go in unprepared and like, yo man, I wanna play there, and the next thing, yo man, here's my invoice.
I asked someone about the concept of exposure. It was a big thing. You're playing for exposure. And I asked, what is your strategy on exposure? Right? Is your strategy on exposure saying you're using someone's platform as marketing for what you do? Or is it you exploiting that person to pay you for what you can do? What is your strategy in that game, if you get what I'm asking? So if I were to phone Deeptown Booking and say I would like to come and play, and they say, okay, here's a date, what's my next move? Is it then asking them, are you flying me, are you accommodating me? Or is it me going there to play and then come back to Cape Town and send them a thank you in mail to say thank you very much for the opportunity? So it's
that's what I'm saying. Like from your side, okay, let me put it as me. I'm calling Deeptown now. Yo guys, I wanna play, or maybe We House, anywhere. I'm in Limpopo at that time. We House it's in Cape Town. Deeptown it's in Joburg or Bradford or any other event. Because I know if I don't mention, they're like, fit.
Shout out to Lesejo.
You are the one who are supposed to plan everything for yourself. Like if you get a chance, maybe someone replies you from their page and like, yo man, we just saw your profile and we love it, but everything has already been planned. Are you able to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3? Maybe like get yourself the flights and everything. Because I've seen this with Lead a Cocktail. I once posted something on social media that she went to Cape Town with her money, played some couple of events for free. I think it was around maybe June, July, somewhere there. And now she came back in December and she got booked.
I was with her at the FAO event.
Oh yeah.
We were playing on the same stage.
So it kind of shows, man, the commitment that people put in for their work. I think people are they wanted to be handed opportunities everywhere, so it's not working.
You know, speaking about that, Nam, this is Black Coffee. When it started, I think I had Ibiza to say Kali. I can't remember quite clearly. He was telling a story of how he ended up on David Guetta's stage. David Guetta put out a post and said, "Who wants to volunteer to do an opening for my show?" Guess who was the first volunteer?
Black Coffee.
Black Coffee. I volunteer, I'll fly myself there, and I'll come open up the show for you. David Guetta ended up getting that person an unknown to come and do the show, but ended up booking Black Coffee to come and play on the stage. Because it was like, how does a famous person like you volunteer to come and play on my stage? Because you could literally come here and be the main act for the show.
Yeah, man.
So, like, his strategy was, let's get into that space and be able to do this.
Sure.
Like, you can't approach people without having like a plan. And I think that's the problem. People like they just want to see themselves at the big stage, and that's that. What are you doing after that big stage?
Wait for the next bookie.
From where?
Yeah,
because
exactly.
you're not even actually promoting yourself at that time.
Exactly.
So yeah, I just think people need to have like a proper plan. Man, you don't have to play everywhere, but you just have to find the right places where you can promote yourself and find the right target for your music or the product that you're trying to sell.
Yeah. Management. You guys have management? I know Nastic has management. Do you have any management?
No, I do not have any management.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Is there a reason for that? If I may ask.
No, there's no reason.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Okay. How's management working out for you?
Nah, man. Like I said, at some point I didn't know like a lot of things into the contracts, and I think that's where Ashlyn came through for me, because I approached her.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, I'm getting into things like this now, and I don't even understand half of most things that they say. So we sat down and we talked, man. I think we talked, like 4 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, selling myself to her because I needed her expertise.
Yeah.
In a way that I can actually grow. You see. But there's been a lot of people who approached me to manage me. But the problem is that the first way they say is that, yeah, man, don't worry, man, I can manage you and get you bookings. And that's not me, man. Like I'm saying, I just want my music to be everywhere around the world and still be around.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So most of the people will just come through and say, yo, man, I want to manage you, I can get you bookings.
It's not about the bookings.
That's the conversation, man. It's not about the bookings, man. You haven't even asked me what product am I selling.
Yeah.
You don't even know my audience. You don't even know my spaces.
Yeah. But how does it work with Ashley?
Yeah.
Right. How does it work? So you went to her, you spoke about what you want her to sell, how you want her to sell you to the world.
Yeah.
Right? What kind of services does she does?
She's a lawyer, by the way.
Okay.
She's doing management. She's taking care of, a lot of things. Because of, as an artist, the only priority that I do is music.
Yeah.
In general. So she's been helping out with, like, having ideas for content, getting into spaces where like having sponsors and stuff. Man, I can
imagine. There's
man.
A lot, yeah.
Because now, if we are talking about growth, I have to be in certain spaces for me to reach those things, and I can't actually speak for myself. In those kind of spaces. I think that's where
the conversation needs that business jargon to actually move forward.
Yeah.
How much does she charge you for that service?
20%.
20% of returns from whatever happens.
Yeah.
Not bad. It's not bad.
That's the law, by the way.
Yeah.
Nobody knows.
So in actual fact, all your contracts go through her for music releases and event spaces.
Yeah.
That's dope. Drop a contact so as we can give the people who Ashlyn is, and then she can
Oh yeah,
decide.
man. Shout out to Ashlyn. I know I'm watching the mic, but yeah. Shout out to Ashlyn,
So
man. She's doing Feeling Groovy. She also owns a label. It's called Do It Now. She's also doing bookings for Punchal.
Okay.
Yeah. So shout out to her, man. I wouldn't say she's trying, but yeah, she's a very hard worker, man. And for her to be a female in this concrete jungle, man.
Hey, but you just touched on a couple of things. You said Do It Now. You talk about Ponchal.
Yeah.
And then you said she runs Just Groove. Those three brands, if I may call them that, those three brands have been in the eyes for years. So
Yeah.
if she's been working there for as long as I've known those brands, like she's been doing a lot.
Yeah.
She has been doing a lot.
She's been doing a lot, man. And I think, like with her work being so much, and she likes doing her thing, she doesn't even take credit for.
What she does.
Yeah, she just stays behind the scenes and does her thing.
Which is dope. It's dope. It's dope. Is Randy, do you guys have a structure that is like literally Israel is part of Joburg, man. So the same structures do exist for Israel.
Yeah.
And I know Okarabo comes from
You heard Deeptown.
Karavo's from
No.
Duza.
Oh, it was said to do that. Yes.
Karavo was Duza.
Yeah.
Including who
Is it Reflex?
Reflex now was to Duza.
Yeah.
And jeez, I forget people's name. And we've had them on the show. Ben Sucho's this one time, and I went to go visit them in Duduza, and I literally did a show now, and we spoke about their music and what was coming up and what. Then the next thing, boom, I saw like music coming out of Stage 2 like nobody's business. Like they were out there. You know, China Chameleon.
China Chameleon, okay.
Yeah. It's been a nice ride, man. Seeing you guys grow and coming out from, spaces.
Yeah, man.
It's
It's
been
never
beautiful.
easy, but like once you look back, like what you've been doing all this time and what is actually happening right now, it always builds up, man. If you're willing to put in the work,
Yeah.
it's always building up.
Yeah. What should we expect from you guys coming into 2025?
More music.
Yo, man, a lot, man.
Yeah.
I'm still pushing the album now, but there's a couple of tracks that I did with people that are actually dropping next. I did a remix for CLSG, dropping next year. I did a remix for Cyan Rivertone,
Okay.
also dropping next year. The collaborations, yo, man, they are endless.
Endless.
Yeah, man. I'm just happy that that I'm actually in that space of working with like everyone that I looked up to and everyone that shares the same energy.
Yeah.
I'm still pushing the single I dropped titled Some Loving.
Okay.
So I
Yeah,
worked
dope
with,
one, by the way.
Yeah, shout out. So I worked with UPZ and Kalimicha, so this is the 2.0. And yeah, I've got some music coming out next year with the brother here,
Nice.
Nastic. Yeah,
Nice.
and
Yeah.
like great music.
It's long overdue, man. It's long overdue.
Hey, man, besides the project you just worked on now together, is there something else you've done before?
Yeah.
So Ghost Projects.
Ghost
Yeah,
project.
Ghost Projects. I'd say it's projects whereby there.
Now we haven't finished with them, so they're
Okay, you're still working on them.
yeah.
Okay, that's dope.
They're
That's
still
dope.
in the butcher.
It's a dope one. It's
Yeah,
still in the project.
yeah, still in the push, man.
So are we looking at those projects coming out next year as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But I don't think I'll drop an album next year.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I gave you guys a lot of music in so little time.
Yeah.
But I appreciate the support, man. There's a lot of music coming through next year, but
Yeah.
not an album. But there's a lot of music coming through.
How do you feel about releasing music? Like near release agents, I have to say that. Like there's a lot of artists releasing every month. I know we miss out on good stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because someone will release and feel Uguti having to have a deep house space promote their music is not for them, and then they want to have somebody else promote their music. So the music gets lost. We miss out. And January, 100 releases. While you're still listening to the 100, it's February, 100 releases. March, 100 releases. You know, you haven't even done with the first 50 songs. There's another 100 releases. You miss out on a lot of music.
True.
I think.
But if a song will find you, it will find you.
No, I think with most cases around that situation where you find people releasing music just like that, maybe it's within the contract.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I don't see the point, man, of dropping every month. Maybe it's a great strategy to get bookings, but it saturates music even more because we can't even see what you dropped in the last 3 months. Sorry.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about music videos?
Man, I think with this thing of creating content, I think it might end up making music videos irrelevant. I don't know, because of everybody can do a music video with an iPhone now and put it on social media, and even makes more numbers than what they will make on television. So, yeah, it's a great concept. I would love to do one. Hopefully, I'm doing one soon. But yeah, like I'm saying, the content thing, man, it's taking over.
One problem I have with content is it's 30 seconds long to a minute.
To a minute.
Yeah.
Your song in 30
It's
seconds
5
or 1 minute, I won't hear anything.
Yeah, it's still building up.
It's still building.
building up.
So that means then you'd have to do the middle of the song, which then I've got no idea what it.
No, I'm saying it doesn't have to be like a 1 minute video thing, but like YouTube.
Yeah.
Have like a music video.
Like people, man, I've seen a lot of songs like they blew up without even being played on television.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm saying like now the social media thing and content thing is taking over. Cause you know we had things, man, for your music video to be played here on television. You have to
Payola.
Yeah.
you get it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think with that,
I mean, you just opened up that door. Have you guys experienced that shit?
Viola and
Nah. Do you guys have music playing on radio?
yeah.
yeah.
You have. And it's in circulation. Not to which it was played by a DJ on that hour. It's in circulation.
Not per se in circulation, but yeah, I do hear my music on radio.
On radio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because most of the time when we travel, like we usually play Spotify, but you find that there's no network around, like on the road, so you just decide to play
Switch to
radio.
radio.
Yeah, man, you get, like I get to hear people's music. I'm like, oh, they actually play deep house on radio.
Yeah.
Like Capricorn FM, Metro,
UJFM,
5FM.
Vow FM.
Yeah.
I know in what I've picked up is in circulation. I've never heard a deep house track being played in circulation that wasn't commercial. Or a track becomes commercialized in a sense because it's being played like, let's say maybe 3 times a day on radio.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
A lot of the good stuff that we listen to that is deep house does not have that luxury on
Being rotated like many times in a day.
Yeah.
and I think that's where is
Comes in, yeah.
So the viola comes in when the music needs to get rotated because as an artist who's got a song that is on rotation, you get paid for it.
Yeah.
True. What do they call it? I don't know if it's mechanical rights.
Mechanical rights.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure which rights are there, but you get paid for that through Samro, Capasso, and yeah.
Sampra, yeah.
Yeah, you get paid for that. That's why I've never heard a lot of rotation of tracks. And a lot of the artists that I speak to, they always commend your Twitch, your TikTok, your YouTube for streams payout than radio itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And mostly it's like like when you have like your artist profile, like for example, like April for artist,
Yeah.
you get to see your stats.
Yeah. So, song stats. Song
Stats.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's where you get to see like radio plays. What your song? Where was it played?
Yeah. Which is nice.
When they chart your song, let's say like on Apple, it shows for all digital platforms
Yeah.
that you release from. Let's say, it also
I just
shows
feel like a lot of
Deezer.
artists, they don't keep track of whatever's happening with their music,
Yeah.
unless if it's trendy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that also what makes your music lose value because you're not promoting it.
Yeah.
It's out there, it's released, but
You're not.
there's no hype about it or how it flows. What is your take on people saying South African deep house, especially in the deep house light sphere?
Yeah.
Do you believe in deep house light, by the way?
Deep house?
Light.
Like,
Yeah.
Do you believe that thing it exists?
For me, it's just like a private piano
Yeah.
Okay.
kind of
Private
thing.
piano.
It's not legitimized, but it's there.
I'd like to disagree because I believe our producers make deep house.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? I think we just make deep house. I don't want to categorize it as deep house light because then what that says is it's not good enough to be called deep house. Does that make sense? I don't feel we should call it deep house light. We just call it deep house and keep it there.
Yeah.
So as then we can be able to say, yeah, this guy is making music, but it's not making deep house. And literally, the art form, artist, I cannot dictate as the consumer with you, your art form is deep house or not. You released the track,
Yeah.
you made it with the conscience of the deep house. It's your innovation, there you go, here's my piece, this is what I've done. Because I have a certain taste in music doesn't necessarily mean what you just made is not deep house.
Yeah.
And now I can refer to it as deep house light. I think of any artistry and the hard work of producers in South Africa. That's why I just call it deep house in itself. Do you think, with that in mind, a concept of deep house light should be in existence?
Not really, because man, you can see how even international, how like deep house evolved. It's no longer the deep house that we knew back then.
Yeah.
It's branched out. It's dub techno now. It's
Minimal.
electronic.
Yeah.
You see,
Progressive.
so for us, I just believe that we just have to call it deep house, cause
Yeah.
that's what we do, man.
Finished.
Yeah.
Finished.
This deep house thing of having like subgenres, and like it's already a subgenre. Why do you have to make another
Subgenre,
subgenre under
yeah.
that? Yeah,
Uh,
it's music.
I was talking to someone about E3 step. E3 step branches into every sound a chord.
Yeah,
There's 3-step a qom, there's 3-step a afro, there's 3-step in a soul ngaphakathi, there's 3-step a sound like amapiano. Then I was asking, now that you've decided to call it a 3-step, where does it belong now in the music? Does it mean now as a deep house DJ you can't play a 3-step track by Ed Jazz? Because if you really listen to some of Ed Jazz's sound, it was 3-step.
yeah, the Astro dubs.
Yeah,
thing.
the Astro
Astro
dubs,
dubs,
yeah. So now when do you, it puts a gap between the listeners and the artist by labeling in that everyone's doing subgenres as I exist. I don't know. I'm just feeling it's not, it shouldn't be there. It shouldn't be there.
Nah, I get you. Man, with the step, I think they should just like generalize it like as house, just like any genre, because of now it's branching into these other subgenres,
Yeah.
and it's dope,
Very dope.
Yeah.
very dope, man, and it's going global now. So I don't think they have to do like maybe just call it Afro beats because mostly it's Afro.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Rather call it Afro beats or Afro house because now someone is doing it in a deep house space. And then it's like, it's a two-step. Yeah, it's a broken beat, man.
Yeah.
It's a broken beat, man. Play it. If you don't want it, then don't.
Yeah.
Three-step, yeah. deep
Don't
house,
criticize.
three-step,
Yeah,
like
don't
go.
criticize it, man. Don't criticize it. Just if you don't want to play it, don't.
Yeah.
But that's music, and the thing, man, that I love about it is that the last time South African music was this big was when the world was introduced to Kwaito.
Damn.
So
Yeah.
for us to have this kind of sound like Mapiano,
Yeah.
three-step and everything, and having to go global.
Something huge for
Yeah, it
Sameness.
is. It
It is
is.
something huge.
Yeah, because we picked up on everything: lounge, neo soul,
Disco.
R&B, disco,
Disco, yeah.
dub techno. You get it, man. You get to Josie, like there's some other places that they don't play anything other than dub techno.
Yeah.
Even here in Cape Town.
Yeah.
So like I'm just saying that we picked up on their music, and it's nice to see that people are actually picking up on our music.
Yes. And we can produce it and not call it deep house like. Just call it deep house so as they can
Yeah.
purchase it the same way they buy everything else. There's a DJ called, is it Ken Zero?
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
two
three-step.
There's two DJs from Durban. One of them was DJ Lag. I don't know if you know.
Yeah, I've
Lag.
heard about it. Yeah.
Lag was like the pioneers as a group
Sure.
coming up.
True.
So they used to produce it like nobody's business. And some French people picked it up. Right while they were here in South Africa for a holiday, they picked it up and they were like, this sounds like techno. Like the hard techno.
Yeah, hard room techno.
Yeah. They went back to France. There was a club dedicated to Gqom only.
Sheesh.
Dedicated to Gqom only. Him, I stand corrected to go to Ken Zero, my big guy. No lag. They were the first two Gqom DJs to be flown overseas to go and play. Worst of that statement is they were the first Gqom DJs to have their music released on vinyls.
Oh, that's dope, man.
Because of somebody came here and heard that and said, this is techno. This is a different version of techno in my ears. Come, let's go show you the world. And that's how they ended up on Valentine's, CTMF stage. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of CTMF.
I've heard about it.
CTMF, Cape Town Electronic Music Festival.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I think they stopped it was it post-COVID? Pre-COVID. I think was the last festival that we had in Cape Town here, CTMF. Now they've been having other branches as a CTMF. So they have other events under the name CTMF. It used to do a lot, whereby they would bring artists from overseas, artists in South Africa. They were dedicated to music, to finding those underground guys or the sound that is, this is pure, and they would bring them in and they would have a CTMF, they would give workshops and we would hear these people, how they started. That's why I found out the story of who took those guys to overseas and how many vinyls got their thingies there. Which was a dope story, by the way. Speaking about vinyls, what is your thought on vinyl?
I love analog.
Sorry?
I love analog.
You love analog?
Yeah, I think they should stay.
Do you guys see yourself releasing music on vinyls?
Yeah, why not?
Next year I'm gonna put my Good Vibes Only EP on vinyl.
Nice. Do you already have a plan on how that happens?
Yeah, I'm still on it right now, but I think by next year the plan will be executed, maybe around winter.
What is the minimum cost for printing about 300 copies?
I'm still checking because of I think I have like 3 distributors now for vinyls that I can work with, so I'm just trying to compare the expenses so that I don't make it expensive for everyone. because we all know that they are vinyls.
Yeah, they're costly.
EPA 1 of 450.
You get it?
EP of 4 tracks.
Yeah,
But-
like I wanted to find a space where like I can maybe like sell it for like 250 or 300.
I doubt you'll make money off of that, Buff. Because
That's what I'm saying. I'm still checking for like a great deal for now.
yeah, remember, after they've printed it, they must ship it to you,
Yeah.
and then you must distribute to each and everyone that wants a copy. And then there's shipping cost. If I'm going to ask you to send me one, couriering it to me is gonna cost you. That I think that's what's pushing the vinyls up. Because literally, when you check on Juno, who Sculptured Music just released one now. It's I think it's a sampler. It's got about 4 or 5 artists on it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I saw it.
The vinyl on Juno, I think it was 275, if I'm not mistaken. I stand corrected on that. But a lot of them, Valeriaga, Junchezini, there's a lot. You'll find them for 275 rand for a vinyl. But to get it to you, the price becomes 450, 500. You know,
Yeah,
My
because of
shipping costs-
shipping expenses.
Yeah, ridiculous shipping costs. So we've been asking why is not anyone talking about pressing vinyls here at
Yeah.
home? Because it's going to be cheaper for everybody to press the vinyls here at home and then distribute. And somebody was like, the machine to print vinyls costs about, was it 10 million?
Yeah, I've heard about it.
But a very high price to actually buy the machine and start pressing hands. And then, there was a lot of issues around that. To say the costing of it, of starting the distribution part of it. As artists, you should consider that concept. Joining forces, buying a pressing machine, taking us back to the analog culture concept. Because literally,
Yeah.
we're still there. It's music that doesn't go away.
Yeah.
On the needle.
I remember
It doesn't go away.
the time when I started like knowing about the vinyls. I think it was Problem Child or someone told me that there wasn't any machine printing out vinyls in SA, but there was a place in Zimbabwe.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, there was a place in Zimbabwe where they were pressing vinyls there. So I asked them, yo man, how would it happen for someone to get that machine and start printing vinyls in SA? That was the Soul Candy era, House Africa era.
Yeah.
Because that time, man, people were dropping bombs. So I'm like, yeah, man, but the vinyls, like I want to play vinyls, but most of the music that I want to play on vinyls is not on vinyls.
Yes.
So how do I get into a space where like I find those songs on vinyls? That's when he mentioned the place in Zimbabwe. Like there's a certain place in Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
That's where they press, but nobody, not everyone knows about it.
That place, yeah.
Yeah.
It was my first time hearing about it.
It was mentioned there was a printing press machine in Zimbabwe, and it went out of commission, I think 2010, if I'm not mistaken. It went out of commission 2010. They were still printing by 2010. Then everything moved over to I think now the biggest pressers are in Europe, or most of the pressers. They're in Europe, and that's where a lot of people are getting their vinyls pressed. I was hoping to see Ujun Jazin this year before the year closed, because he's one that's doing a lot of pressing for music work. Like he's pressing it and putting it on vinyls and pushing it.
I wanted to ask him about that because we once played at the same event. But he had like other gigs, so I just told him there, man, let me take your number, then we'll talk.
Yeah, because I know now, I think even the sculptured one, he was the one running with the production of it. Another person that would have decent knowledge on how to get it done, or Ndo-C.
So yeah.
Go to Candy Square to go check out his stuff.
Yeah, man, I'm always that side.
Yeah.
Because my first vinyl, I was, I was doing Prom Child. I used to host like vinyl sessions while I was doing residency back at home. So at one point, like they'll come through with everyone who's playing vinyls there. I told Bramjal like, yo man, I wanna start playing vinyls because I know my music will fit in with vinyl people.
Yeah.
Then he just opened his bag and took out one vinyl. It's like, yo, this is your first investment.
Which was
From
nice.
here, that's you, man.
Yeah.
This is my gift to you to welcome you to the vinyl family. So this is my investment to you. Go and buy other vinyls.
Did you get hooked?
Yeah.
What's your collection?
I didn't
like?
buy much, but yeah, I'm still.
You're in the process of collecting
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, I know it's not easy collecting because you buy for the love of it.
Yes.
You don't just buy.
Yeah,
because
like I'm
it's out
saying,
there.
I don't have like a lot of tracks that I like on vinyls recently, but yeah, man, sometimes I just buy it out of support.
Yeah.
Again,
I hear you. I just had something delivered like a couple of weeks back. The track is called "Let Me Show You." In a remix, Groovev in there.
Oh, Kulafai.
Yeah.
We're from the same hood.
Yeah, who's
Is it?
Leonard?
Yeah, in the south.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In a remix, yeah, on that vinyl. That's the one reason I bought that vinyl. I haven't played the other mixes. I haven't played the original. I haven't played the other one. Who just charted the original the other day. That remix, I got cool
Kulafai. Yeah.
That's music, man.
That's music.
That's
yeah.
music.
And I was like, I'm buying this at this price tag just for that track. Because then there's no way I'm going to let that pass by.
You see what you're doing now, like that's the culture. That's everything behind the culture for music.
Yeah.
You're not actually doing it for trends or anything. And I think that's what has been dying in the underground scene.
Yeah.
Now people want to chase trends and know the culture, and the culture has always been there, and it's always been supporting everyone.
Yeah. I think a counter to what you're stating is the people in the culture have changed. It's no longer, not so long from now, we're going to be 60. I can't be at a party whereby when I'm a 20-year-old when I'm 60. As much as I still love the music and I want to hear the music.
Yeah, bro.
Right?
And you get to see them nowadays at clubs.
Bro,
Yeah.
you feel old, man.
Deep House is playing until 8. After 8 is, yeah, girl.
But you still find places that play deep house right through.
Yeah.
Right through. And literally it does attract the people that listen to deep house. Here's where the problem comes in. The profits of a space that's got deep house and a space that mixes deep house and commercial music is different. Right? Because people grow up. The people that used to love music in 2010 that used to go to our so-called groove are no longer the same people doing that now. Those people have got kids now.
Yeah.
If the husband is out, the wife is at home looking after the kids. Or if the wife is out, the husband's looking after the kids. So my responsibilities tend to die to grab the bike.
Yeah. True.
Right?
True.
Now you've invested in a house, you're no longer renting, you've invested in a family car. Your requirements now have changed. So you're not the one person that we can see every week at a groove. Who's coming in? Machuki. Those people want to hear Kendrick Lamar. They want to hear Mau. They want to see. So it becomes a trend thing more than a culture thing when it comes to music.
Yeah.
Tell me if I'm lying. There's certain tracks that were released and 3 months later they were gone.
Yeah.
Have you seen that?
Yeah.
You've seen that, right?
Yeah.
What do you think causes that?
Trends.
Trends.
Yeah, trends.
It's the trend. Because it's not. Let's drive a sibe months in there.
Sure.
We paid it 3 months. We need to drive a sibe something else. Right?
Yeah.
So that then kills the music in itself being a culture.
The
but
longevity
says-
of the music.
Yeah.
That's why I get people, they release kort na kort. Always use it all the time.
But then again, that.
I think that's how they build the
Trend.
structure like along their music.
Yeah.
Especially like in piano. They know like, because I know there are some certain tracks that they don't even master. Like they don't go for mixing and mastering. if they play a track on TikTok and it blows up, next day it's going online.
Yeah.
Out.
And that's that. They're gonna do campaigns, everything for the song, and it's gonna blow up. And gigs, man, you already know how much those people are charging.
Yeah, bro.
You get it? So they know that in their line of work, if it hits, you gotta do
Milk
everything in that space of time.
Yeah, you must milk it for the whole.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel about people saying that certain deep house tracks sound the same? Because there's a lot of producers sharing packs for the music.
Man, I just think that those people are being like music purists. You can't be a music purist, man. Because with music, you always get inspired by something or someone's music. That's someone's idea. So are you infringing someone's idea?
I don't know, I have my own opinion about that, but I mean, I just want to know from your end,
Like I'm saying now, like the very same drum packs or whatever that they downloaded, someone did that in a studio.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes they chop.
You could have just went to your studio and record them and use it your own, but you're actually using someone's product that you probably don't like. And now you wanna say people are sounding the same.
Yeah. You don't believe in that concept.
Man. People expect too much from producers. I just feel like they're expecting too much. Because music is music, man.
Yeah.
Imagine how many people, imagine if Kanye didn't sample. We would have known Kanye.
Yeah, true.
Because 90% of his music is sample.
Yeah, yeah. Personal opinion, right? I think because we don't use a lot of vocalists in deep house, majority of the music is instrumental, right? You tend to find the weird sound that resonates with you in a track. For people that were brought up Mamela jazz a lot, you'll always see them in their likeness for deep house with jazzy tracks.
Yeah.
For people that were soulful listeners, Time Every Sunday was playing something Barry White.
Yeah,
You'll
ballad,
always-
R&B.
yeah, you'll always hear them sing along as well to the music because they're listening to the lyrics of the track.
Yeah.
And then what you find now in the industry is and I like something on your track and I try and mimic that.
Yeah, that's not inspiration.
That's not inspiration.
Yeah.
Now when I mimic what you've done on a track, my song is gonna sound like yours. Or it's
Yeah.
gonna sound like
Then that's bad.
a version of your track. Then now DJ Africa plays an hour-long set. The tracks tend to flow in the same direction. Right? In the same direction. Now, be another build up, turn around. It ends up being okay. Maybe is he playing music from the same artist? Is he playing?
Yeah.
Right. So I don't.
Like I just feel like, man, people should just like understand how you get inspired and how you're trying to duplicate someone's music into your own sound. Because if it's inspiration, man, it works. And we're gonna hear your sound, not somebody's sound.
True.
It doesn't matter who was at the studio working with you, we're gonna hear you because that's something for you.
Yeah.
But with this thing of trying to duplicate something, it never works out, man, because of it's end up being like a saturation thing.
Yeah. I wanted to say, talking about sampling, Kanye West. Have you guys seen sampling Zitomo?
Zitomo, yeah.
The best, man, the best.
He's mimicking a lot of stuff that's been done, including he's sampling the sculptured music as well.
Yeah.
Like they've been sampling,
Yeah.
but music over is
It's different from
Different.
what they
They
picked up on the song.
yes. So
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Inspiration.
man.
Yeah.
It plays a huge role, especially in music, because if you just duplicate things, man, you'll just be one of the producers. Because now you are not being yourself. You are not being original. People can say, "Yo, this is Salva." Yeah.
Yeah. Who do you guys look forward to working with in future? Let's start with vocalists. Sorry about that. My battery life was dying.
Nah, don't worry, man. Yo, man, like I've always been a big fan of Lyra.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, man, who knows? Maybe one day, but yeah, I'd like to work with her.
Yeah.
Samantha James. I've always wanted to work with Kali, and we did like 2 tracks. One just dropped in her project,
Yeah.
Fractured in what?
It's Fractured Heart, yeah. It's Fractured.
Yeah. Then I'm dropping something with her again next year. Yeah, man, the list goes on.
Kali has been busy, especially in the Afro scene as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's moving.
She's moving.
Yeah.
On your end?
And she's writing her own songs, by the way.
Nice.
So she's a good songwriter and a singer.
Yeah. Just like we see you, eh?
Yeah, CEO is good.
Yeah.
She is good.
Big fan of CEO, man.
Yeah.
Especially the loungy side
Yeah,
of
the
her,
lounge
man.
side, yeah. It's
Just like being herself
so-
there.
I especially liked some of the stuff. She did a song, I think it was with Jamestown. No, sorry, it was Charles Webster.
Yeah.
There's a track she did with Charles Webster. I was like, hey, the range I got CC is vast. It's vast. Yes, on your end, some of the vocalists that you'd like to work with?
I under Gia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I under Gia. It's locally. And Jackie Queens.
Okay.
Yeah, Jackie Queens and Jaden Feda.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's good.
Yeah, she's good.
She's good.
Yeah. So the list is long.
It's
but
long.
yeah.
I think it was China Chameleon that said he wanted to work Rona Ray,
Yeah, right.
and then boom,
It happened.
it happened.
Right. Yeah.
It happened, yeah. It happened. It was dope. It was dope. Current climate, finances, challenges as the music industry itself. Do you guys foresee yourselves sticking to deep house forever and ever? Amen?
Well, like I said, okay, let me speak for Manangatu. So I'm just here to give people music.
Yeah.
Yeah. Regardless of the genre. Salva is gonna give me deep house. Might never know. Might rock up in a jazz song. So, yeah. I wouldn't say I'd stick to only.
Yeah, man.
So you're a musician.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just feel like for me, like deep house will always be that genre that I'll always love and do. I don't think I'll ever leave deep house, but I'm not trying to limit myself in that space only.
Yeah.
Like I just wanna be a musician, man. Like I just wanna be in every spaces of music,
Yeah.
but in spaces where like I actually know what I'm doing and the feedback from what I'm doing is good, then
You're happy.
I'm happy, man.
Alright. Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure having you today here in studio.
Yeah, thanks, man.
Thank
You
you
know
very
how
much for
hard it
having us.
was for us to do this. It's been months.
It's been a long time coming. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah, man, but I'm glad we
and
did it, man.
And I know very much, there's a lot of people coming through to Cape Town. And I literally would like to be the first point of call, for people coming in so as we can promote the new music they've got that's going out.
Yeah,
and we
man.
can also promote the events that they'll be playing at. for those people that don't get to find out that information.
Yeah.
It would be very dope for that. But in closing, gentlemen, is there anything you'd like to tell our listeners pertaining to your new releases? What should we look out for? Where we're going to find you on the 31st?
Gonna go.
I can go.
I'd love to say thank you guys for your support. Thank you guys for believing in our music. We are here because of you. Please do check out our music, Salvador on Spotify, Apple Music, all digital platforms, as well as Nastic Groove, right? As Nastic Groove. Yeah, that's not bad.
Oh man, 2 days back I posted a status on my Facebook and I said I could have been doing this at the back room of my granny's place, doing music for myself, listening it by myself, for myself, but I decided to share the music with everyone, man, and I'm just glad that I'm here because of music. You see, like what I'm trying to say is that people shouldn't be too easy to give up, man. It's never easy to get where you want to be, especially in this industry. So just have to keep pushing, man. Don't lose faith, don't lose hope. You know, the critics are there, man. They are there to make you strong and to actually help you learn even more.
Yeah.
So yeah, on the 31st, I'll be playing in Kurman, Mom Ladies. Yeah, I think that's my last gig of the year.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna make that statement a promo just in case people catch this later.
Yeah,
and post it out on our social channels, just so as they're fully aware where to get you guys.
Nah, man, appreciate it.
Thank you very much for coming through to the show, Chance. You're here on the show because I listen to your music, and I very much appreciate the work that you put into the music. As much as you'll find purists like us who complain about the
it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, man.
Yeah, it's to put that gear in 5 so as you don't slack in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I wish you good fortune and long life so as you can do what you do for eternity, man. You know.
Same to you, brother, man. And shout out to your platform, man.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure. To those of you watching from home, this is DJ Ndo-C. You're watching Analog Culture. #PA. Woo!